Hi, and thank you for visiting my channel. For more information, kindly subscribe and follow. Now let's get started.
WWE Raw General Manager Adam Pearce recently made some massive announcements for the upcoming edition of the Red Brand show. Several matches have been made official, including one that will feature Dominik Mysterio. WWE's official X Twitter handle recently uploaded a video of Adam Pearce previewing this week's WWE Raw in Raleigh, North Carolina. The 47-year-old promised a jam-packed episode of the Red Brand, revealing that Rhea Ripley and Io Sky will be present on the show after Asuka and Kairi Sane's attack last week. He added that Bayley will lock horns with Raquel Rodriguez in a singles match, and Dominik Mysterio will face Rusev with the Intercontinental Championship on the line. Pearce also mentioned that the USOs will wrestle against Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed in a Tornado Tag Team match. All right, everybody, Monday Night Raw comes to you live tomorrow night from beautiful Raleigh, North Carolina, and this show is jam-packed. After what happened last week, being blindsided by Asuka and Kairi Sane, Io Sky and Rhea Ripley will be in the house in Raleigh, and I'm sure they got something to get off their chest. Plus, in singles action, Bayley goes one-on-one with Raquel Rodriguez, and Dirty Dom Mysterio will put the Intercontinental Championship on the line versus Rusev. What do you say we settle some scores in Raleigh? Jimmy and Jay, the USOs, will oppose the Vision's Braun Breaker and Big Bronson Reed, and it will be a tornado tag, he said. Rhea Ripley faced Asuka in the main event of last week's WWA, a backstage argument with Asuka. Rhea Ripley challenged her to a match, which was later confirmed to be in the main event of the show. Both stars put on an incredible display of action inside the ring, and for the most part, it was a back-and-forth affair in the last stages of the match. Kairi Sane tried to help her Kabuki Warrior teammate, but it backfired as Ripley went in for a quick pin to defeat the Empress of Tomorrow. Following the bout, Asuka used the poison mist to blind the Eradicator and then forced Sane to attack the latter. Io Sky then came out to stop the assault. However, their segment ended with the former WWE Women's Champion turning on the Genius of the Sky. Bayley seems to be in a feud with the Judgment Day ahead of her upcoming match against Raquel Rodriguez. Bayley locked horns with another Judgment Day star on last week's WWE Raw. The role model faced Roxanne Perez in a singles match with Lyra Valkyrie by her side. Perez also had Rodriguez in her corner in the last stages of the match. Raquel attacked the former damaged CTRL member while the referee was distracted. Valkyrie then came to her friend's aid, stopping Rodriguez in her tracks. The bout ultimately ended in Bayley's favor. It seems like she is in a heated feud with the Judgment Day, as she now wants to exact revenge for Rodriguez's attack on last week's Raw. Rusev has been coming after Dominik Mysterio's Intercontinental Championship on last week's WWE Raw. Dominik Mysterio went to his Judgment Day teammates Finn Balor and JD McDonough for help, highlighting that Rusev was coming after his Intercontinental Championship. Balor refused to help Dirty Dom, telling him to ask for help from his new friend, El Grande Americano. However, Mysterio managed to convince McDonough to handle Rusev. JD and the former United States champion locked horns in a singles match, which ended in the latter's favor. The Judgment Day was furious with Dominik after the match, as he didn't come to JD McDonough's aid while Rusev had him locked in the Accolade. The former AEW star now has a chance to dethrone Mysterio to become the new Intercontinental Champion on next week's Raw. The USOs have a chance to redeem themselves on next week's RAW. The USOs have already locked horns with Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed in a tag team match at WWE WrestlePalooza. During the event, the Vision emerged victorious on next week's WWE Raw. Jimmy and Jay have a chance to redeem themselves. In the Tornado Tag Team match against Breakker and Reed, it will be interesting to see who will come out on top this time. WWE programming has always thrived on shock announcements, surprise appearances, and matches that keep fans buzzing long after the show ends. That energy was amplified when WWE official Adam Pearce took to the stage and revealed two massive matches that will shape the landscape of Monday Night Raw. On top of that, Dominik Mysterio is officially scheduled to defend his championship. And fans can also look forward to the confirmed return of the Eradicator Rhea Ripley. This triple dose of news has fans talking across social media, sparking excitement, speculation, and no shortage of predictions about how these developments could shift rivalries and reshape title pictures in WWE. Adam Pearce drops to huge announcements as Raw General Manager. Adam Pearce has had to deal with everything from backstage chaos to high-profile confrontations. Yet, when Pearce steps out to deliver announcements, it usually means big things are in store. This week was no exception. Pearce revealed two matches that instantly raised the stakes on the upcoming show. A high-stakes singles clash between two top contenders that will determine the next challenger for a major title. While Pearce stopped short of immediately disclosing which championship would be targeted. His emphasis on shaping the main event scene strongly suggests that the winner of this bout could be in line for a shot at either Seth Rollins' World Heavyweight Championship or another top-tier prize. Fans in attendance erupted at the tease, eager to know which stars would be thrown into the mix. A blockbuster tag team battle featuring some of WWE's most dominant factions. Pearce confirmed that this match won't just be about bragging rights. It will serve as a test of dominance ahead of a likely Survivor Series War Games scenario, with factions like the Judgment Day, the Bloodline depending on appearances, and other rising groups constantly vying for supremacy. This tag team clash promises to set the tone for the months ahead. The announcements served their purpose. They got the fans invested immediately and built anticipation for a show that already had buzz swirling around it. Dominik Mysterio set to defend his title. Love him or hate him, Dominik Mysterio has become one of the most talked about stars in WWE today. As a proud member of the Judgment Day, Dirty Dom has relished his role as a heel, leaning into the boos, jeers, and vitriol from fans across arenas worldwide. His championship reign has been defined not by dominance but by survival, often relying on interference from his stablemates to retain his gold. Adam Pearce confirmed that Dominik will put his title on the line once again, though he didn't immediately name the challenger. That uncertainty adds intrigue. Will it be a seasoned veteran looking to put Mysterio in his place? A younger superstar aiming to make a name for themselves by knocking off one of WWE's most despised characters? Or could a shocking returnee step up to challenge the Judgment Day protege? Regardless of the challenger, one thing is certain. Dominik rarely faces an opponent one-on-one without backup. Rhea Ripley, Finn Balor, and Damian Priest have all been integral to his ability to escape with the championship. Yet, Pearce hinted that he may take steps to ensure the playing field is leveled this time. If that holds true, fans may finally see Dominik truly tested as a champion, forced to prove whether he can hold his own without Judgment Day interference. Rhea Ripley's appearance confirmed when it comes to Judgment Day. Rhea Ripley is the undeniable centerpiece. The Women's World Champion has not only dominated her feud division, but also played a pivotal role in orchestrating the faction's success, from shielding Dominik to intimidating officials and opponents alike. Mommy has been the heart and enforcer of the group. Her absence in recent weeks, due to outside commitments and lingering injuries, left a noticeable void. Fans speculated about when Ripley would return and what role she would play in Dominik's next defense. Adam Pearce confirmed that Rhea Ripley will appear on Raw this week, sending shockwaves through the WWE universe. This appearance couldn't come at a more critical time. With Dominik's title on the line, Rhea's presence guarantees fireworks. Will she interfere, intimidate, or perhaps even announce her own next challenger? One thing's for sure, Ripley's return changes the entire dynamic of Raw and injects immediate star power into the lineup. The impact on Judgment Day. The Judgment Day has been at the center of Raw for months, cementing themselves as one of WWE's most dominant and despised factions. With Finn Balor, Priest, Dominik Mysterio, and Rhea Ripley working in unison, the group has captured multiple titles and wreaked havoc across the roster. Pearce's announcements place the faction in the spotlight once again. Dominik's title defense ensures the group's gold is on the line, while Ripley's appearance guarantees their influence remains strong. The tag team match Pearce unveiled also raises speculation that Judgment Day could be directly involved, further cementing their role as the show's focal point. This also raises questions about potential cracks within the group. Priest, for example, still holds the Money in the Bank briefcase, and fans wonder whether tension could build between him and his stablemates. If Dominik falters, or if Ripley gets drawn into a new rivalry, will it cause friction inside the faction? Fan reactions and speculations. The WWE Universe thrives on surprises, and Pearce's trio of announcements delivered plenty of room for speculation. Social media lit up with theories. Could Rhea Ripley's return spark a feud with Becky Lynch, Nia Jax, or another top contender? Will Dominik finally drop his title, or will Judgment Day find a way to keep their grip on the gold? Is P.